Where do you see the loss of balance? You mean in society in general?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Well, we're definitely living in a world that's not exactly in a balanced situation, and I think that being practitioners, there's the combative aspect of martial arts, and then there's the health and wellness aspect of martial arts. And I think our society glorifies violence. It glorifies the fighting aspect, and it doesn't find taking care of yourself as attractive as hurting people. And I find that that's a very sad thing. And whenever you have that kind of tendency, then obviously you're going to have a society that tends more towards hurting people than taking care of people. And as a practitioner, if I want longevity in the art, which I want to do, because I want to be able to, I've always tried to find instructors that were older than me. I always gravitated towards older people when I was younger. There's just something about an older person. They seem more calm, more wise, and they've gotten older. And if you want to get older, you know, you kind of like want to know, like, you know, how'd you make it through all of the challenges, and you're still okay, you're still smiling. And with instructors, if an older person is capable, I kind of felt like they had the road to becoming older and still being capable, as opposed to art forms where you only see younger people participate.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I totally know what you mean. Yeah, if you know the kind of health of a dojo or a school or practitioner is measured by their longevity. Yeah.
And if, as far as I'm concerned, because I intend to have longevity, it's something that, you know, I think that is missing from the way we approach commercial fitness, for instance. The fashion, the industry of fitness doesn't really focus on people getting older. You don't see models for getting older in the advertisement. You don't see models for wellness, really, because to me, wellness is inherently something that is going to be with you forever and ever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like entering into my 30s now is an experience because I have to learn to kind of honor where I'm at in my practice and know when to kind of lay off and give my body or my mind or whatever a break or rest, and just kind of honor where I'm at. And
What is your regimen like now that you're in your 30s? Is it different than when you were younger?
It's not terribly different, but I need to, well, one of the things I used to do, I love trail running.
Okay.
And I've had to kind of back off on that a little bit. But as far as, you know, I wake up every morning at 6 and I practice Ashtanga yoga and I meditate. And then I'll go about my day and, you know, at nighttime I'll typically train, do some work with martial arts. So I've been able to kind of keep that through the years, but some of the extra stuff I did, the trail running and stuff like that, I have to be a little bit more mindful about.
Is your martial arts training the same? Do you feel, or are you changing it? Is it
It
as
does,
you age?
yeah,
Do you find things getting different?
it does change, and I'm learning not just the physical part of it, but how it feels kind of spiritually too. Changes depending on where I'm at and what I've been through with it and with life. And I used to keep the two very separate. You know,
I see.
this is my martial art life, this is my personal life, and now I'm in a place where I'm starting to, and have kind of fused the two, and you know, and now it's all one. Which, so whatever I'm going through in my personal life is reflective in my martial arts, and you know, the other way around.
I think it's hard. I mean, I don't really remember my 30s as well. It seems like a distant memory right now, but I know that my training regimen, it definitely has changed. I'm taking better care of myself. I'm stretching more. I'm moving more with intention. I've gotten better, and I learned so much that I don't feel I need to do as many repetitions, for instance, as we used to. We used to do thousands of repetitions of a movement. Now I don't feel it's necessary. As a matter of fact, I feel it's counterproductive. So I think that in the beginning, a lot of the reason why we're doing so much is because we're not proficient. We're in the process of becoming proficient. And once you become proficient, I don't think it's necessary to do as much
Right.
at such an intensity level, and of course your body can't take it, you know, your joints and connective tissue and things like that, they have limits.
Right. And maybe, you know, I wonder too if like reaching that point too when the body starts to say, all right, it's time to back off a little bit.
Right.
It's time to focus more on maybe the spiritual aspect or the mind aspect.
Now, when you say focusing on the spiritual aspect, as we wrap this up, can you just say what does that mean to you?
Well, I think it's probably different for everybody. For me, you know, just incorporating, well, especially like the Eightfold Path, or maybe you study Buddhism or the Bhagavad Gita.
I see.
Something like that. Or, you know, I think it's very personal and just would be different for every person. I don't think there is necessarily a religious, spiritual thing that has to be attached to the martial arts. But
Sure.
I think it helps kind of temper it. I think it's an important aspect in discovering whatever that may be for the individual.
From my understanding, most arts inherently have an association with one or the other. And I think there's a rediscovery going on now, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Emily.
having us come and talk to you, and look forward to maybe seeing you do some stuff. You do a little demonstration of something on camera, if you would.
I would love to. Yeah. Thank you.
Marvelous.